What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today is Thursday, so that means today is Throwback Thursday. So today we're going to be taking a look at one of the biggest trades in NBA. Well, I don't know, biggest trades, probably regretful trades, I guess we should say, when the Charlotte Hornets traded Kobe Bryant. So what if that never happened? We're doing a rookie Kobe Bryant Charlotte Hornets rebuild today for Throwback Thursday. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one. Subscribe if you're new. As always, the support around here is greatly appreciated, and you guys continue to show me that support. So thank you guys so much for that. But today, like I said, we're in the year of 1996. Just keep in mind, I wasn't even born until 1999. So there is a good chance that some of these players in this league I'm not very aware of. So if I make a mistake, I apologize. But here we go, man. 17-year-old rookie Kobe Bryant in a Hornets uniform. Once upon a time, it was almost there, but of course they traded him on draft night. So this is the roster the Hornets currently have around Kobe Bryant. This is kind of what they were looking like before he went into the draft. I drafted Kobe. Kobe, I believe, went 9th overall, if I'm not mistaken, and then they traded him. I don't even know what they traded him for, but Kobe Bryant now is going to be a Hornet in this video. So we're going to do our best to win a championship with Kobe Bryant on the Charlotte Hornets, the team he was originally drafted to before he was traded. We could almost do the same thing with Dirk Nowitzki as well. Wasn't he drafted by the Bucks? And then we got some options for Charles Payne and Cecil Oakley. I guess we could accept both of them. But we can get into this offseason and just start to kind of take a look at what we need to do to make this team as good as it could possibly be. So Shaquille O'Neal is already a free agent. We formed Shaquille. Oh my goodness, bro. Look at that cap space back then. That is so crazy to see that low of a number. But I mean, obviously there's a reason why it's like that, but we could have a Kobe and Shaq connection in Charlotte instead of LA. That would be interesting if we did something like that, but I don't know. We'll see. So take a look at the roster right now as constructed. You got Muzzy Bogues, Doc Rivers. You have, I don't even know how to say it. You got Abdul Ralph, I guess you could say. And then you have Del Curry, Kobe Bryant, of course, now. And then Larry Johnson, the 3. You have Grant Long at the 4. And then you got Gaddison backing him up. And then our center's position is kind of where we're lacking a little bit, I would say. So that's kind of where, I mean, most of the roster, though, most of the roster is actually pretty damn good, I will say. So I'm honestly looking at the idea of trading Abdul Rauf here for, like, maybe a good center because, I mean, other than that, our roster is pretty solid. So I don't imagine this team is going to be, like, I'm not going to keep the team the way it is for now, but for the rookie season, I think I will. Eventually, we'll make some trades. But for this rookie season, I wouldn't mind keeping it the way, keeping it the way it is, and then we make like big changes later on. But I think Abdul is one trade that I do want to make before we go into this next season to see if I can get a center for him or something. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. October is officially here as my favorite month of the year. You know why? It's spooky season, and that means NBA basketball is right around the corner. So Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. On Prize Picks, you get to pick overs or unders on the favorite players you love watching when you're watching your favorite sport, whether it's football, basketball, esports, whatever, it does not matter. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and basically, like I said, they have every sport you could possibly imagine. You got NBA preseason right now as well if you want to go ahead and play on some preseason. Of course, football is here, baseball, they got tennis, there's everything you could possibly imagine. So basically how it works is you're choosing 2 to 5 players. 2 players is going to 3 times your money. If you go up to 5 times, you get 10 times your money. But basically, going to choose overs or unders. Let's say I wanted to go ahead and go John Morant over 12.5 in the preseason, and let's say Marjon Beauchamp as well. We'll go over on both those guys, and basically, if I put 20 in, I get 60 in return. Let me show you some of the previous winnings I've gotten here in the NFL season. I'm happy, very excited to carry this over into the NFL season. So if you want to go ahead and join in on the fun here on Prize Picks, the link is in the description. Use code Crushables. They're matching your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. So basically, put in 100, you get 100 back in credit. So it'll be $200 to work with. So thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So I'm going to be trading Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, I believe is how you say it, over to the New Jersey Nets for George Merson and a first-round pick. So I'm getting a center and a future first. So I think I'm feeling pretty good about that. And this guy low-key looks like Anthony Davis, kind of, in a different way. No, I mean, does he? No, probably not. Whatever. So that's our brand new center going into this next season. I think I'm going to leave everything the same. I don't really think I can afford much of anything. And I think our bench is actually pretty solid to where we don't really need to do much. And I just kind of want to see what a rookie Kobe Bryant's going to even look like in this game and how that's even going to go. Like, what's he going to average? Because the man is 17, which is so impressive. But he is an 84 overall already, so I'm excited to see how he progresses. You have Doc Rivers going down in overall. You have Kenny Gaddison going down in overall. But regardless, we're going into this next season. We're going to see how things go. And hopefully this team can end up being pretty good. I'm going to load a draft class from somebody else, but I'll click that for now. That we can look at the rotation. So looking at things, we got Muggsy Bogues, Kobe Bryant, Larry Johnson, Grant Long, George, Del Curry, Kenny Gaddison, Doc Rivers, and McMillan. So that is going to be your rotation. Proficiency is going to be sitting at a 3.5. So I'll leave that the way it is, and we'll see how rookie Kobe does to Muggsy Bogues and Larry Johnson. So hopefully this ends up being a good season for us and maybe make the playoffs year number 1 with rookie Kobe. Karl Malone is your MVP on the Utah Jazz. Rookie of the year goes to Kobe Bryant. Of course it does. 22 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. I actually didn't realize how loaded the 1996 draft class was. I think it had like Steve Nash, Allen Iverson in it. Like, that is kind of insane. I didn't even realize that was the case. But Shaq in a Kings uniform. You got most improved going to Antonio McDyess and Robert Henry, coach of the year. Clyde Drexler in a Knicks uniform is on NBA first team. You got MJ, Karl Malone, Pippen, and David Robinson. Penny Hardaway, Jason Kidd, Vin Baker, Larry Johnson, and Shaq. Michael Adams, Kevin Johnson, Coleman. All defense first team and all defensive second team. Of course, you got Kobe Bean Bryant, making it all rookie first team, which is really nice. Okay, so we are the 8th seed, which is really cool, I guess you could say. If you take a look at the player stats, we had 23 from Larry Johnson, and then you had 22 from Kobe, 14 from Del Curry, 10.5 from Grant Long, and then 10 from George. 10 and 8 actually, so not too bad from him, and 2 blocks. So low-key might have found a pretty good gem here. And George, 7'7", center out of Romania. Damn, I didn't realize this guy was that tall. Holy moly. Okay, well, let's go ahead and simulate the playoffs against the Philadelphia 76ers. They got Jamal Mashburn, Juwan Howard, and David Robinson. Look at those throwback jerseys there. They didn't draft Allen Iverson, unfortunately. Allen Iverson went to Cleveland, I think, instead. So let's go ahead and simulate current round against Philly, and we do lose in 4 because it was a best of 5 back then, I believe. So you got the New York Knicks, and then you got the Kings. So the Shaq Kings go on to win the championship. Maybe we should have freed up the money to go get him, but I think it's, you know, better to kind of be different this time and not have Kobe and Shaq form together. So feel pretty good about that. Going to historic changes, though. Is anything changed for us? No, the Kings get their new uniform. Okay, and then I don't think anything's changing for us just yet. Going straight to the draft lottery, let's see what we got going on here. We're going to be right outside of the lottery, I imagine. So we're going to be 19 from the New Jersey Nets, and we also have 14, which is nice. So I know this draft class that I loaded in seems pretty loaded as well. So we might be able to get somebody pretty good. Tim Duncan, McGrady. Actually, maybe there's a little bit of a fall off. You got like Steven Jackson down here, though. So there's some good options here, but I mean, we could look to maybe make a trade already. You know, use these draft picks and see what I could get to pop up. We'll see. I have I kind of want to check and see what's available to me. There was really no good offers, so instead we're just going to simulate to both picks and just draft whatever we can. And it's kind of funny because literally everyone is a free agent right now outside of Kobe. Our whole roster is just free agents. That's all it is. So as far as guys I want to take here, I have literally no idea. A lot of these guys look auto-generated, but I loaded a draft class that said they, you know, did it all. So hopefully that is the case. You got Mark Jackson, Jerry Potter, Mark Blount. I mean, I don't even know who to take. I guess I'll take Mark Jackson here. And then we'll take whoever else is available. Tim Thomas. You got Terrell Campbell. Foyle, which we could take him as well. That's another center. And you got Scott Pollard, Nate Carl. I mean, Tim Thomas, I guess, is who I'll take here with that selection. I'm not feeling too particular confident about my draft picks there. T-Mac goes to the Blazers. Phillips goes to the Pistons, which, you know, originally he ends up there eventually. So that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and draft. We'll sign Mark Jackson, Tim Thomas. So not too bad. Both those guys seem pretty good selections for me. And then player options, you got Cole Turner and Cecil Oakley, which I guess I will decline because that frees up all the money in the world for us. And then we have George, who's a free agent. You have Charles Payne, and then you have Alton McMillan. So I guess we'll go ahead and extend all those qualifying offers. And then free agency, we should have some money freed up, I would imagine. Imagine we got MJ, but he's literally 34 years old, so I'd rather not do that. So right now, like I said, literally do not have a roster outside of Kobe. Like, it is all gone. So we got to be very careful with how we spend here. We have a couple power forwards, which is nice, but other than that, we have nothing. So I'll look for someone who kind of, because Kobe at this point is literally 18 years old. So I kind of want a young player that maybe can, you know, gel with him. Larry Johnson, of course, is a free agent, so we could, you know, sign and trade him, I guess, or something. We have Kenny Anderson. We have Jamal Mashburn. We have John Stockton, I see. Penny Hardaway, which would be pretty cool. Vin Baker. I was curious, is there any, like, no. Why would there be any 19-year-old? I don't know why the hell I was about to ask that, but regardless, I do want George back. I know that for a fact, so I want him to be my center going forward because the man is an absolute monstrosity. So I definitely would love to keep him around. So I guess if I was going to go for anybody, I guess I could go up here and go for Jamal Mashburn. He's restricted free agent though, so I don't know how easy it is going to be to get him. I'll offer him a 4-year, $6 million deal, which is just so weird to think about with how much money players make it nowadays compared to back then. Well, it's pretty obvious why, but it's just kind of interesting. You also have Penny Hardaway. I wouldn't mind getting him. So we'll offer both of them a contract. We do not get Jamal Mashburn, but it looks like we might be able to get Penny Hardaway, and we do get Penny Hardaway. So Penny Hardaway and Kobe as our backcourt sounds pretty intriguing to me. So there's going to be my 2 stars, and I think I got to fill out the rest of the roster with, some stud role players or something. So Hardaway and Kobe, and then we need to get George back as well. So that is one thing I definitely want to do. And then we can, figure out the rest from there. So George, I don't know where he went, but it looks like he's gone. Muzzy, Bogues also out here. MJ is still here. Where is my man George at? Is he gone? Did we lose George? We might have lost him, bro. He might have signed somewhere else I didn't even notice. Oh, no, he's still there. I'm stupid. Okay. Let's give him a 3-year deal. And then we need a small forward as well. So let's get, pretty cheap here. We got Wall. We got Holland, Evan Hollins. You got Burton, Weatherspoon, Roy Roberts, Corey Crowder. You got Monty Williams, 25-year-old Monty Williams. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give him a deal as well. That's going to be pretty cheap. I'm trying to go shopping now. I need to get pretty cheap here because it's not going to be easy. Power forwards, you got like Doug Smith, 79 overall. I'll give him a deal as well. We just need some type of role player, to kind of help us out here. And then backup guards, I kind of want to take a look at as well. You have Isaiah Thomas. You have Greg Anthony. Not going to be too bad. You got Bryant Stith. We've used all of our offers. So I'm going to sign George, of course. And then we just renounced Muggsy Bogues. Got Monty Williams. And we got Doug Smith. So, okay, the roster started to shape up a little bit. We also got Bimbo Cole still sitting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we want to roll with Tim Thomas, Mark Jackson getting some minutes, so that's something we could do. Definitely need a backup guard and probably a backup center. So let's look at backup centers as well. Sean Bradley would be pretty cool. And then as far as backup guards, you got Isaiah Ritter and then Allen Houston. Allen Houston as a backup guard. Sign me up for that. I'm going to sign Allen Houston. And then if I can get Sean Bradley, or I guess he's gone now. But if I can get Eldon, I guess Eldon Campbell wouldn't be too bad. So we'll sign those guys. And I think that's going to be my final moves there. So it's honestly not a bad team. We were able to kind of pick and choose our team in the offseason, really, with all the money we had freed up. So we have a Kobe and Penny Hardaway backcourt. You have Allen Houston at the 3, Doug Smith at the 4. You got George at the 5, Eldon Campbell, Alton McMillan, Monty Williams, and Tim Thomas. So it's looking like a pretty solid roster. As far as proficiency is concerned, we're a 3-star balance. Can we be forced or 3.5 somewhere? No. So I guess I'll stick with 3-star. So Kobe and Penny Hardaway backcourt. I'm excited to see how that's going to go. As far as shot tendencies are concerned, Kobe's obviously is really high. I want Penny Hardaway's to be kind of high too. That way we kind of have him scoring with Kobe, and Allen Houston, that's fine as well. So I'm pretty happy with the Allen Houston edition and just what we've done in general. There's obviously still more moves to be made if needed, but for now I'm excited, and I feel like we're definitely about to be a playoff team this year, especially with Kobe and Penny Hardaway leading the way. The MJ wins MVP in a Jazz uniform. Tim Duncan on the Timberwolves is your Rookie of the Year. Larry Johnson, 6-man, Philadelphia. We let him go. Alonzo Mourning, Defensive Player. And then Steve Nash, your Most Improved for the Boston Celtics. Charlie Hall is your Coach of the Year. So we got Michael Jordan, Penny Hardaway making All-NBA first team. You love to see it. So Kobe and Penny Hardaway backcourt looks like it's pretty damn good. 25 from Penny Hardaway, which you love to see. And All-NBA second team, you got Clyde, you got Jason Kidd, KG. Do we get Kobe making it already? Yeah, so we got both our backcourt members making it to the All-NBA teams, which you love to see it, and I'm very excited about that. So we are the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. We get an Allen Iverson versus Kobe series in the first round, which is really nice. So 25 from Kobe Bryant, 25 from Penny Hardaway, and then 18 from Allen Houston as a third option. Pretty damn good. You got McMillan off the bench averaging 11. Doug Smith with 9, and then you had 8 from George. Not too bad. 8, 8, and then 2 blocks. So the man is just honestly a really, really big stud for us, which I love. And then 6 points from Monty Williams, 5.5 from Eldon Campbell, and then 4 from Tim Thomas. So not too bad. But we take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm pretty sure they drafted Allen Iverson. Did they not? Maybe they drafted KG. Oh, maybe they... Wait, was KG in that draft? I swore they drafted AI. Oh, maybe they didn't have the first... I'm tripping, I think. Never mind. I don't know why I thought the 76ers... Or I don't know why I thought the Cavaliers drafted Allen Iverson. I thought they did, but they didn't. And we get to play them in round 1. They have Jalen Rose and KG. So, game 1. We're down 1-0. Not too good there, but we'll keep going. Game 2, we even it up. Game 3, we win, and we beat them in 4, which is so weird to say, but we do beat them in 4. I guess it's not weird. It just wasn't a sweep, if you get what I'm saying. But now we get to play the Washington Wizards, who have Michael Adams, Nick Van Exel, Peja Stojakovic, Terry Mills, Manute Bull, Eric Murdoch, and then Lamont Murray, and then Brian Shaw. So, I mean, can we beat them? Let's see. Can we get to the Eastern Conference Finals year number 1, up 2-0, and we are going to beat them in 5, hopefully. Let's go. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals playing the Miami Heat. Yeah, Jonathan Perry, Ricky Pierce, Glenn Rice, Danielle Marshall, Marcus Camby, Alton Hart, Colbert Cheney, and then Edwards Childress, and then Shannon Anderson, Antonio Daniels. Okay, here we go. Game 1, that one is 0 to Miami, so pretty good team over there. Game 2, they're down. They're up 2-0. We can even it up, though. Yep, we can. Can we go up 3-2? Yes, we can. We can win 4 straight. Yes, we can. We are in the finals just like that. Super easy, man. I did not expect it to be that easy, but here we are. I guess when you have a young Kobe Bryant, then obviously things can be super easy, especially adding Penny Hardaway next to him. That's a pretty good team, man. It's just a pretty damn good team. It is what it is. So, get to play the Dallas Mavericks, who have Derek Harper, Eddie Jones, Michael Finley, Vin Baker. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Game 2, we're down 2-0. Uh-oh, we going... Aw, man. We made it to the finals just to lose. Damn, that sucks. Okay, so I thought we had a championship in our bag, but no, that is not the case. Derek Harper does retire a Dallas Maverick after winning a championship. But we're just getting started, man. We have a young Kobe. We have a young Penny Hardaway, so we're not too worried about it. We can get straight into this offseason. Lakers have the #1 overall pick, so looks like they're going to get the opportunity to draft. I can't remember who's in this draft class. Oh, isn't it Dirk? Yeah, Dirk Nowitzki is in this draft. So imagine Dirk and Kobe, man. That'd be crazy if I make that happen. But regardless, we are going to have pick number... What pick do we have? We have 17. Okay, so 17 in this draft. But honestly, I'm looking to make a trade. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to make a trade really badly. So that is what I plan on doing. So as long as I'm able to find something really good, that is what we're going to do. Because I want to get Kobe a really good team around him. We just made it to the finals. So if we can keep doing that, I mean, it's only a matter of time before we win our championship. And I think a big trade is only going to help with that. Trying to see if I can get Dikembe Mutombo from the Denver Nuggets to add alongside Kobe and Penny Hardaway. He'd be kind of the perfect veteran center to have down low. He's an 87 overall. And just like that, that was easier than I thought it would be. We got Dikembe Mutombo to be our brand new center for the Charlotte Hornets. So I'm feeling pretty good about that one. So now Dikembe Mutombo is a huge upgrade to that center position, which is only going to help out our chances. So feeling really good after that. So let's go straight to player options because we just traded our draft pick. And we got Kobe Bryant, of course, we're going to accept. Qualifying offers, we don't really have any important ones. And then free agency, I don't know if we have like any, contracts we can give out. It looks like we can maybe get somebody. We got like Dana Barrows, but no, other than that, you're really not. Is that Montrezl Harrell? No, it's Matt Harrell, I guess. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I dare say that Dikembe Mutombo is our only addition, or do we go for something else as well? I guess if you want to round off the end of the bench, we can see if like this gets me anything good. I see Derek Fisher. We got Darius Carney. I mean, we could, Jeff Grayer, Antonio Daniels, Jay Humphreys. We could maybe make a trade like this. Mark Eaton, Rex Chapman as well. So I guess we can go ahead and do the, Darius Carney trade. We get a first round pick as well. So I guess we can do that. And then that should round up things maybe a little bit. Just gives us a better, well, I guess we don't really need Eldon Campbell and both. Well, I can move one of them to power forward, I guess. So let's see which one does a good job at power forward. Because obviously back then, power forward was, not really a role where you had to shoot threes. So that's fine. We'll have Eldon Campbell at power forward, Dikembe Mutombo and Carney, and then you have Allen Houston, Kobe, and then McMillan. So we need a backup wing, and then we should be ready to go. So you have Huber Davis, Doug Christie, you got Terrell Toscano, and then we also have like Walt Williams here. So give me Walt Williams to be my brand new small forward for this roster. And hopefully the Dikembe Mutombo edition, we're just ready to go win a championship at this point. I mean, we just made it to the finals, and Kobe's should only get better here. So let's go straight to player progression and see if that is the case. And if it's backed up by facts here, which I'm pretty sure it will be. Player progression, if you take a look, we got Kobe up to a 93. Mutombo is going down in overall, so kind of figured that would be the case. So if I did try to trade him, though, I'm just curious if I could like upgrade to like a younger center, maybe better overall as well. But you got Peter George. He's a little bit younger, but you got LaFonso Ellis. Not too bad of an offer there. But I'll probably just keep Mutombo. Obviously, I traded for him for a reason. So let's just go into this next season and hope for the best, and hopefully championship time is coming. Ben Baker's your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Dirk Nowitzki in a Pacers uniform. You got Gary McCoy, 6-man. Kevin Garnett, defensive player. Then Keith Van Horn, your most improved. Coach of the year goes to us as we went 64-18. So yeah, we absolutely went off this season. Penny Hardaway once again making all NBA first team, which is really cool. All NBA second team for Kobe, and then all NBA third team, all defensive first team, and all defensive second team. So first seed in the East again. I mean, I'm fully expecting to be a championship team this year. I think we've put together the roster to do that. You have Allen Houston with 14. You have 11 from McMillan off the bench, and then you have 9, and then obviously 10, and then 2 blocks from Dikembe Mutombo. So this is it. This has got to be it right here. I mean, this is a good team. I don't see how this team can go out here and win it all. So somebody current round against Cleveland. We beat them in 4. I don't even know what they had. I guess they had KG, so that was kind of something we maybe should have looked at a little bit more. But regardless, get to Miami Heat in round 2. They have Ricky Pierce, Glenn Rice, and then Marshall, Marcus Camby, and Alton Hart. Game 1, we're up 1-0. Game 2, up 2-0. Game 3, up 3-0, and we're going to sweep them. We do. So, I mean, this team is just really damn good. We get the Wizards again. We beat them last year, I believe, so hopefully we can do that again. They got Peja Stojakovic, Michael Adams, and got Dallas and Minnesota on the other side. So, game 1, up 1-0. They even it up. Can we go up 2-1? They do. Do not lose to the Wizards, please. 3-2. Beat them in 6. Let's go. We're in the NBA Finals. And we get the Dallas Mavericks again. So we hopefully can get some revenge. They did have someone retire on them. But it does not matter. They still are a very, very good team on paper. But obviously, so are we. So hopefully we can dig deep and win this. Down 1-0. Down 2-0. We're really about to lose again. Even it up. Come on, let's go. All right, there we go. 3-2 lead for us. No. Game 6 is going to have to be something we absolutely win. But I know Kobe's got it in him to do it. So let's go 8-man rotation here for Game 6 and Game 7. And let's even get it done. So Game 6 and Game 7. First one in Dallas. We can do it. I know we can. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, baby. Come on. We got to come out here and win. Please win. Please win. Please win. We're not going to. We're going to lose again to the Dallas Mavericks. It's always that one team, man. It's always that one team that I can't beat. It seems like that every video, there's one team that's just too dominant for me. I don't know what it is. Dallas Mavericks going to win the championship. Let's run it back. Okay, one change we are making here is we are signing Christian Laettner because right now we don't have a power forward. So we're going to make McMillan and Christian Laettner to add to the roster. So that's going to be 2 additions to the team. And apparently I don't have enough for Christian Laettner, so that's annoying. We got Robert Horry, I guess we can get instead. So Robert Horry, if he wants to come over, that'd be great. So we can have a power forward. That means we're now surviving the other guys. So if we take a look, so Kobe, McMillan, you got Kobe. We knew that. We got Penny Hardaway, McMillan, Kobe. Then you have Allen Houston, Robert Horry, and then Walt Williams. Which means we got to move Robert Horry to power forward, which I thought he was a power forward when I first got him, but he's up to an 83 overall, so that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you technically need like 1 more player, but 2 would probably be the safer route. So I'll grab Eldon Campbell, who played for us last year, so he's gonna know what to do. And then we also have like Darnell Hardy or Ricky White or whatever these 2 guys are. So give me Ricky White or Darnell Hardy. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. Never mind. We did not get him. I mean, we might still be running an 8-man rotation anyway, so I'll grab Anthony Bonner, I guess, and then, I mean, is there any trade I can make with, like, no, I'll just run it. So, year number 3 or year number 4, whatever this is, for Kobe Bryant and the Hornets, we got Robert Horry now at power forward, and we have Allen Houston and Dikembe Mutombo. The bench definitely got worse, but, I mean, as, to be expected, so, hopefully this year is where it works out for us. So hopefully that is the case. So let's take a real quick look at a rotation real quick. And then we get into this rotation. So I got Penny Hardaway, Kobe, Allen Houston, Robert Horry, Dikembe Mutombo, Williams, Campbell, and McMillan. So if I want to run an 9-man rotation, I can throw Bonner out there as well, which is fine. And proficiency is a 3.5 triangle. So let's run it this season. This is the year, man. This has got to be it. So 64-win season again. I mean, literally, this team is so good. You still have Dallas on the other side. So if I end up seeing them again, I'm hoping I get my revenge this time around. But get Cleveland in round 1. They still have Kevin Garnett. I had a chance to sign Kevin Garnett, but I didn't. I mean, he probably would have been matched anyway if I signed him to an offer. So maybe it didn't really matter anyway. But we get to play, like I said, the Cavaliers. So let's go ahead and just beat them, hopefully. And we do beat them in 5, which was actually kind of scary. But now we get the Miami Heat, who have Alton Hart, Glenn Rice. I mean, we've been playing this team as well each year. So game 1 up 1-0, game 2 2-0, and we beat them in 4, hopefully. Beat them in 5, hopefully, and we do. And now we get the Sixers, who have Kenny Anderson, Jim Jackson, Jamal Mashburn, Larry Johnson, and John Cook. It's only current round. We got Dallas and Phoenix on the other side. Game 1 up 1-0, game 2 up 2-0, game 3, and we get to play either the Mavericks or the Suns. And of course, it is the Suns, not the Mavericks this time. Okay, Nick Van Exel, Ray Allen, Derek Coleman, Pat McCaw, Juwan Howard, and Eugene Parker. So hopefully third time's the charm. Third time being in the finals. Up 1-0, up 2-0, up 3-0, and we beat the Suns. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We get a young Kobe Bryant, his championship on his rookie contract. That is going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is Crushables saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.